Hello guys, it's your fellow investor here with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Healthier Choices Management Corp with ticker symbol HCMC. I'll show you the latest news related to this court. What did the judge said, what did he dismiss, what did he approve, and what does it mean for the company. I hope I don't have to introduce this company, but very in a nutshell, this company, this penny stock, is being traded on the OTC market, therefore you won't be able to get it on Robinhood or Webull. You need to try out some brokers such as Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity, E-Trade, and others who offer OTC. This company is famous and most notorious for this lawsuit with Philip Morris, and today is the date when we finally got to know some results, and they were actually neutral or even slightly positive, I would say, but overall the market is going still down. And people might be selling off because they think it's already over. And I was saying in the previous video in yesterday that courts might take weeks, months, even years. And Philip Morris actually didn't do anything bad. Actually, it's only good for if you're holding HCMC, and I'll show you that exactly in this particular video. But before we begin, I'd love to ask you if you could click on that beautiful red subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot, and it's absolutely for free. And you know what else is free? That beautiful blue like button. So if you smash it as well, it would be fantastic, and it would really help me out a ton. With that out of the way, let's get into the news. Well, I don't think I need to tell you how much we're down today. We're down quite heavily, almost 28% from yesterday, and it's just overall market correction, and there are just a few stocks which are up today. I wouldn't be too worried about it that it went down today because the overall market is going down. It wasn't the easiest to find the news. I had to go to Reddit and dig through the Reddit, so I'll definitely post all of the links in the description as usual. And if you go to the Reddit page or the Reddit subreddit HCMC stock, you'll find plenty of articles today, because today there was motion to dismiss for failure, and if we click on that link, it will move us to a Pacer Monitor. It is, if you remember on previous video, I was talking about Justia. Well, Justia is kind of a delayed version of Pacer Monitor. Pacer Monitor offers you immediate public information, and it's for free, but you cannot really get into these PDFs unless you pay. Here you can see I'm not lying to you, you actually have to pay for it, so we won't do that. However, there was someone enough kind in the comments or here on the subreddit, so you can feel free to get it. It seems it works, but I will not click on these pages because we already know roughly what is in them, and I don't want to click on any random links, although these aren't really random, but I had a bad experience in past when I clicked on some links, so I learned my lesson, therefore I won't be doing it again. But basically, if we had a look into the 22nd of February, I apologize that it's in my language, but it's 25th of February this year, we can see that there is a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim with brief in support by Philip Morris products. Now we're gonna go through why it's actually not a bad thing for HCMC, and on the other hand, on the contrary, it's a good thing. And just to clarify, motion to dismiss is like a free extension, and like 99% of the lawsuits or the court cases, they do this because it's like a free time, and you never know when you will need some extra free time, so you want to use it as soon as possible to get ready or delay things if you can. If someone's worried about the Philip Morris motion to dismiss, it's perfectly normal for a company to file a motion to dismiss. And as I said again, the lawsuit update was basically a neutral news for HCMC. It might be rejected in the future by the judge, so the two sides might look for reach a settlement. And if Philip Morris had proved that it was not infringed, they would have filed a counterclaim, and they haven't done so. That's otherwise what they've done in the past and what worked for them quite well in most of the cases. But if this gets dragged out to the court, be prepared to hold the shares for at least a year or so if you want high reward. That's a good point, because the courts take a lot of time, and the longer it is, the higher the reward. So it seriously pays out well for the long-term investors. Again, I will just want to point it out that Philip Morris has not provided a counterclaim against HCMC, and if they would thought a violation was made against a product made by Philip Morris, you would argue that they created and patented it first. Big law firms use the dismissal tactic to try and extend the process, buying the defendant more time to come to a reasonable conclusion on the next steps moving forward. And also, if there was no case and Philip Morris didn't infringe, why would you hire top lawyers and spend money on something you have no relationship to? That's a really good point, because HCMC is not the biggest company, and I think it's quite expensive for them to hire Owens & O'Connor, one of the most well-known, well-reputable firms or law firms, which are defending many and are very successful with patent infringements, and it's almost their specialty. Here I have a way more in-depth update about Philip Morris dismiss. I will not go through it because it's very long, very in-depth, but I'll definitely link it in the description so you can go through it on your own. There are really good points, and what Philip Morris tries to say and what is HCMC try to say, and it's very well written. So I think this would really help you out as a holder of this company, and I give a kudos to this person who wrote this article. And last but not least, I like to end this on a positive note. There's a person who talked to someone from PhD Business to explain him for a newbie what Philip Morris has done and what does it mean for HCMC. So what it means that Philip Morris will be settling with HCMC. The motion allows the judge to observe the negotiations and make sure everyone will get a fair deal. This is probably the best thing HCMC could have gotten today. This allows for a settlement to happen instead of dragging it out with a trial. Now what does it mean? It means that the stock will probably go up soon, but it might not happen tomorrow or today. I can't predict the market, but it might go up soon depending on the settlement proceedings. We know a lot of people were expecting the 26th would have stock go through the roof, but it is simply not possible in any way. A very good point here in the comments is that why would Philip Morris wait until the last day to file a motion to dismiss? If they believe they could just dismiss it and be done with it, then they would have done that straight away. It's a very good point. It's always good to look here. There are some also bearish points, and it's always good to look from the two sides. What are the risks, what are the cons, what are the pros, what are the potential catalysts, and what we can know from the outcome. So I hope this kind of gave you a good overall picture. And again, if you are interested and you want to look into the articles yourself, feel free to do so. All the links will be in the description below this video. In my opinion, I think this is neutral to positive news for HCMC. I wasn't expecting personally to happen anything big today, because that would be very unexpected that PM would come out and say, alright, we lost, here are your money. That's not how it works. Usually they want to drag things out as long as possible, so they don't have to give as much money as possible to the other side of the lawsuit. The company who sues them, they don't want to give them so much money, so they're finding a way how to reduce the amount of money they will have to give to the other company. I think they will most likely settle, because if they would think it's just a nonsense what HCMC have done, that they are suing them, they would file counterclaim already, I don't know, months ago. So I think we're still on a very positive track, and I can see very good things in the future. I don't know how about today. Today it's been very terrible, 30%. It's a huge downfall. But if the next week the market is going to be better, we can see, I would say, big moves upwards. But I'm always more positive than negative, so take it with a grain of salt. And as well, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a random guy on the internet. I hope I brought you some value. If I did and you're not subscribed, definitely do so you don't miss out on any more upcoming new videos. As well as smashing that like button really helps me out to get this video to as many people as possible, and it means a lot to me. Also, let me know down in the comments below what are your thoughts and opinions. Did you expect something crazy to happen today? Did you expect some worse news to happen today? Let me know. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.